And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
Black clouds follow my shadow, feeding off all my sins, waiting time to hunt me down. I walk alone in the unknown. Too late to realize.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill here today, Grayson Rodriguez.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
All right, ready to go here. Stepping up for the Guardians, Steven Kwan. The wind of the pitch. In for a strike, and this one is off and running.
One strike. First pitch, 105.
And the righty deals. Fouled off to the right. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now it's the rookie DH, Will Brennan. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Kwan on at first, nobody out. The 0-2 goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And the first offering is not close. You know, Singy, Jose Ramirez signed that big extension, a 5-year, $124 million contract before the 2022 season. But right before that happened, the Guardians came this close to trading him. And the 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Next offering way off the plate. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's Andres Gimenez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
First and third, one down. That's ripped into the outfield. Mullins makes the grab. Runner tags from third.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Here's Josh Naylor, and Cleveland on top 1-0. Out to center. And makes the grab. And that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Guardians 1 and the Orioles coming up.
It's a new sheriff in town. Everybody get up, get down.
Back here at the ballpark and on the mound for Cleveland in this one, number 59. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Hammer, base hit. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson, 4th in the AL in RBIs. And there's the strike. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Sam Hilliard. That one the other way. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. There's the strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And the Orioles leave 1, and it remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the rookie center fielder, George Valera. The right-hander back to work. And a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Next pitch is outside. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit, so he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
2-1 now. And a swing and a miss. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Laureano comes up to hit. And ball 1 to the right fielder. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Three 0 down. And there's ball 4.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Here's Brian Rocchio. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one pushed to the left and foul. Next pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one at triple
2 balls,
digits.
2 strikes.
The 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Austin Hedges stands in. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Guardians lead 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the catcher, James McCann. And the pitch. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Ripped on a line. Valera makes a nice running catch.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
In the air, center field. Valera moving under it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Now it's going to be Ramon Urias. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Laureano pulls it down, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Rodriguez back to work. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. In the air to left center. Hayes makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Next to Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Single to right in his first trip. That misses. Ball one. Well, Jose Ramirez had a sensational 2018 season. He became just the 8th player ever to have a season with 30 doubles, 30 homers, 30 steals, and walking more than he struck out. This to third, and it stays fair. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. He's in there.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runners on the corners with one gone. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andres Gimenez. And that's in there for strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Ripped to first, caught. Dives for the bag, got him. Double play. One left for the Guardians, but they're on top 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And a pitch. O'Hearn goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Laureano going back some more, and it's off the wall. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Mullins, the lone runner, stands at third with no outs. Strike 2. The pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Stepping in, Sam Hilliard. Doubled in his first AB. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Two now. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. Two and 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up.
Back here in Baltimore, and now it's Josh Naylor. Missed inside with the curve. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
The line to kick the pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Out of here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the center fielder, George Valera. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And ball 1. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
And it's even up. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
Three, 2 on the way. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Here's Ramon Laureano. He reached out a walk his first time. In there for strike 1. Hit hard. That gets through.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Caught looking his first time up. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Laureano stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Next pitch is popped up. Cowser under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs. Austin Hedges now. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate. Bounce to third. Cowser zips it to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. James McCann in now.
The catcher.
The pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Valera moving under it. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. In the air, left side. That gets down for a hit. So up next, Austin Hayes. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Righty delivers. Lifted in the air, right center field. Laureano trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And a pitch. Line drive. Makes the catch, inning over. And the Orioles leave 1. And they trail it here 2-1. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. The wind of the pitch. Stephen Kwan is making a name for himself. He won the College World Series playing at Oregon State. He played along with Adley Rutschman and Nick Madrigal, and he took home a Gold Glove his first year in the majors, 2022.
We're going to talk about a guy who makes great contact. Hard to throw it past him. He does not swing and miss very often.
Here comes a pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Now he turns and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Yes, Singy, he went 116 pitches before his first swing and miss in the majors. Amazing. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Man at second. Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And downstairs. Kwan stands at second with no outs. On the ground. And that one handled. Throws to first. One away here in the fifth. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Hilliard makes the move on it. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they lead by 2.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. And he grounds one to the right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. That ends the frame. So they get one run on one base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Home half of the fifth coming up. Guardians 3. Back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn.
The designated hitter.
And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He powers one out to right field, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-2.
I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And now Cedric Mullins slapped foul. Next offering upstairs. Ground ball Naylor. Steps on first for the out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
In the air, left field. And there's 2 away. Sam Hilliard, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. Now fly ball to right center. Valera on his horse. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Ryan Mountcastle will hit next. Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish.
Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. This splits between April and May there. The pitch. Naylor goes 5 feet 11 inches, 250 pounds, and he was born in Canada. Oh, 2 now. Oof! That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. The pitch. On a line out towards center. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. Bounce to the right side. It's off his shoulder, eats him up.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. The pitch. On a line. Hilliard makes the catch, and that is a big first out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Ryan Rocchio, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Next to hit, Austin Hedges. There's a strike.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious.
Swing and a ball popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. There's a line drive to left field. And it's into the gap. Runner around third. In there safely. 4-2 now.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Kwan in the box now. Takes strike 1. Left-hand batter waits. Pitch is in the dirt. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Kicks and deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Base hit into the outfield. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 5-2. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Will Brennan. Coming on for the Orioles, Cole Irvin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hedges, the lead runner out at second. Quan on at first with 2 down. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to Mountcastle. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Guardians 5 and the Orioles 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, James McCann.
The catcher.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hard hit, right side. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The third baseman.
So digging in, Colton Cowser. Cowser, in his rookie season, 23 years old. He's usually in the outfield, but today he's starting at third. On the ground, right side. On to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Yeah, and watch your lips. You better be ready. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Austin Hayes. That's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So they go quietly there. We're through 6 full. It's the Guardians 5 and the Orioles 2. Back now at Oriole Park, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. 0-1.
0-1.
Now 1-1. And a pitch. And that one missing low. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all, and they add a run. It's 6-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And now the lefty. Lined into left center, base hit.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Naylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1. He's already homered in this game. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins on his horse. Hauls it in after a long run. 1 away. George Valera digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Jimenez leads off first with 1 away. Boyles a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he deals. Got him. 2 gone now.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Laureano stands in now and watches strike 1. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Ryan Rocchio digs in now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Runners on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Out! And that will end the inning. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. It's now 6-2. And welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. And the right-hander back to work. Check swing, went around, 0-1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Makes the grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And next is the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. He's already homered here in this one. This one popped up. Jimenez drifts towards it. Puts the squeeze on it. 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. That's hard hit on the line. Kwan pulls it in on the run. Orioles held in check there. They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
I don't let drama faze me. Feel my grind heavy for my baby.
Ready to begin the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Ryan Rocchio.
Ryan Rocchio.
Way high there, and it's 1-0. On the ground right side. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Hedges. That one's in there, 0-1. That clips the corner.
0-2.
In the dirt. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there. And with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Now here is Stephen Kwan. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. In the air, left field. Hayes makes a nice grab and a full sprint. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They lead it 6-2. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Trevor Stephan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. The Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Sam Hilliard getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And the right-hander deals. And there's a foul ball. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Eli Morgan getting ready to go. Out towards right center field. Valera moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
So now it's the full hole hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. That one blasted deep to right. Laureano going back some more, and that one is off the wall. Throw cut off, down to the plate, and he's in there as a run scores.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, James Karinchak.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals. James Karinchak.
What y'all know about living in silence? We protest might turn to violence.
Man at second with one away. And here's the catcher, James McCann. It's strike one to the catcher. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one fouled off. Karinchak, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield. Base hit. Laureano fires it to the plate. Tag. Too late. He scores. And it's now a 2-run game.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. The next pitch misses. Now 1-2. McCann over at first with one away. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Kicks and fires. They say a win.
0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hedges makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Guardians 6 and the O's 4. We go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. The wind and the pitch. And a big swing and a miss.
1 strike.
And the 0-2. And a curve is down and in. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one popped to short. And there's one down.
Now back, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Gets the call. Strike 1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
The 0-1.
1-1.
Fouled off. He was late. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
Now back, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
2 outs, base is empty. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Guardians 6 and the O's 4. Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Now pitching for Cleveland, number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Clase, a righty that throws with power. 25 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Fought off foul. Slider misses outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Urias leads off second with nobody out. The next offering misses, and the count is 3-1. Cedric Mullins next to bat for Baltimore. Runner leads away at second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. To the right side. Tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. And they trail by 1.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson checks over to first, back safely.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Mullins round second, heads for third. The tag at third, and he's out.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
Orioles down to their final out. And now here is Sam Hilliard. That's to third. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Bottom of the 9th, 1-run game, 2 on. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles, trying to deliver as the hero. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Sam Hentges.
Definitely a huge at-bat in this game coming up right here, but with 2 outs, he's just got to focus on getting 1 batter, and this should be fun.
So 2 down. Here is James McCann, a guy who's turned himself into a good framer. He was originally drafted by the Tigers, second-round pick in 11. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Line drive, base hit. One runs in, throw is offline. This one's over, and the Orioles win it on a walk-off 7-6.
When you're down 2 runs in the 9th inning, the odds are definitely stacked against you, but they found a way to come up with some big hits. They scored 3 runs for the win. What an incredible way to finish this ball game.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Think I lost my mind. Reality so hard to find. When the devil trying to call your line, I always shine, even when the light dim. No, I ain't God, but I'm feeling just like him. Oh, don't trip. See, I was in the whip, riding me and my was listening to us, no one else, that's it. That's the flesh, just a bit. Let me talk my, but say my head got big. Yeah, well listen, man, world made me crazy. Might just turn around, do 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no baby. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 7 runs on 6.
Mm-hmm.